I'll be with you in a minute, folks. Bear with me for a second. Going to get a few things together. Just doing a quick video motivation. So I'm hoping you guys are going to be inspired by a couple of quick things tonight, and hoping that this quick short video will touch somebody out there tonight or tomorrow. So give me a quick minute. Oh yeah, baby. Fun times, folks. Fun times. So just wanted to do a quick motivational video for tonight, tomorrow, whenever it is that you may run across it. And just kind of keeping the energy going, keeping the motivation going. To be honest, I really honestly don't like being in the front of the camera as much as I may give off to be. I'm really not a in front of the camera type of person, but had a good discussion with another fellow entrepreneur, another friend, and she was just being honest with me about some things, about, you know, just having a little balance, and it's okay to do, you know, video with podcasts. I really like doing the podcasts. I hope you guys have been enjoying those podcasts lately. Those BYOB 1 Article of Success podcasts, like those, I really enjoy doing those, and I like kind of discussing a lot of things behind the scenes or whatever. But I just figured I'd just do a quick, you know, just something quick, motivational, and just trying to keep the energy going, because I'm really vibing off a lot of your feedback out there, and just honestly just having a ball from it. Some of y'all are crazy. Like, I really am tripping off of some of you guys and ladies too that are out here with such high energy. But I enjoy it more than you know, like, really, and I really appreciate a lot of your feedback and everything. So I just wanted to just go over a couple of quick quotes that is actually by a guy that I really, really admire, by the name of, and some of you have actually heard of him. He's kind of one of the legends actually in business and motivation, and he's really big on what he calls personal development, and really a firm believer in the more you develop yourself, and the better you become, then of course. So basically, and you have to bear with me sometimes, my connection I think is kind of weak around here for some reason. I don't know if it's the trees or whatever, but I apologize for sometimes the interruption in the signal and things of that nature, so just bear with me. But as I was saying, Jim Rohn, he really talks a lot about personal development and realizing that the better you become, then the better you can actually help others too as well. And even with business and money or whatever it is that you're trying to do in life, well, it starts with personal development and developing yourself. Then you can become a better business person. You can become a better, whatever it is that you're trying to become. But it first starts with personal development. So I've been following him for years. I mean, like I said, he's one of the beginners in this thing. Like, I mean, you're talking about going back to, I don't know, Think and Grow Rich, some of them older books, you know, that's been around forever. But Jim Rohn is one of the guys that really helped start a lot of this type of thinking of success and things like that, but a holistic approach to success, not just money, because the money in itself is not going to always make you happy. But don't get me wrong, definitely, I know we want to make some money, yes, and like I said, I always talk about the online store that helps me out too as well, the Yobus One store. And by the way, a shout out to them, yobus1.com. They have great downloads. IamTiredOfWorking.com actually takes you to one of the free downloads at that store. But just really having a holistic approach to success, and then not just being based around money and monetary value and things of that nature. So like I said, the Jim Rohn guy, he really has helped out a lot over the years and helped keep me focused in realizing that too. Because success in itself is also about how you treat your family. How successful of a wife or a husband, or even for younger folks, your daughter, a son, a citizen, actually, just, you know, a contributing citizen to your community, to society, to the city, to the country and the world or whatever, but not just always based off of money. So just wanted to actually go over a few quotes that has touched me over the years. And oh, by the way, so a lot of you out there that are always online, a lot of my entrepreneur friends, I know you're going so hard, and I see you all the time, and you're online doing business and things like that nature. Make sure you get a pair of glasses that blocks a lot of the blue rays from the screens, because it really helps out your eyes, and it really lessens the strain on your eyes, because we're in front of these screens so much that's very, very important to take care of your eyes and things of that nature. So I just wanted to give that quick little note. But I want to go over these 10 quotes. It's called the 10 Unforgettable Quotes by Jim Rohn. And then we're just going to wrap it up for tonight. I'm not going to stay on here too long tonight. Just wanted to do a little quick pop-up video for you all, and hopefully this motivates somebody, keep somebody out there encouraged, inspired, and motivated, and keep going for your dreams in life. So it starts off with number 1. Don't wish it was easier, but wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenge, but wish for more wisdom. And I think that is something that a lot of us should really focus on in a whole different entire perspective in dealing with any of the challenges that we're going through. And to not always wishing that it gets easier, but just wishing that we actually get better. I think that takes the focus off of things just not always going the way that we want it to go. Because that way, even when things are not going the way we want it to go, we actually can become better to actually overcome those things, regardless of the situations or the scenarios and the challenges and everything. So, like I said, just at the end he says, don't wish for less challenges, but actually wish for more wisdom. So I think that's just a great perspective. It's a great quote, but it's also a great perspective in how to look at everything that you're going through. And then number 2, the challenge of leadership is to be strong, but not rude. Man, I'm sorry, but that is something that, man, let me finish this quote first, and I'm going to get to why this is just, honestly, like, it's humorous, but I guess it's humorous to me because I know the stuff that I've dealt with. I know the people that I deal with constantly, and dealing with business and businessmen and women, and this whole leadership thing and things of that nature. So, okay, number 2, the challenge of leadership is to be strong, but not rude. Be kind, but not weak. Be bold, but not a bully. Be thoughtful, but not lazy. Be humble, but not timid. Be proud, but not arrogant. And have humor, but without folly. Man, when I say that whole entire quote is something, like, realize that when I do a lot of these videos or podcasts or things of that nature, and I'm talking to people all the time, taking in information, taking in insight from others, and learning from other people and sharing it with you all, like, just being real, know that as I'm sharing this stuff with you guys, I'm actually talking to myself too. Because believe me, I can be a plumb nut too sometimes. So as I'm researching this stuff and sharing it with you all, I have to really relay it to myself too as well, and not have a like a you all of the time type of mentality, because I need it too. And this actual quote is really something that I definitely have to digest too as well. I'm gonna go over it again actually one more time, so I know I get a lot of people that are constantly jumping on, and I like to share it with you all. So this is number 2. This basically what we've been going over, folks, is 10 quotes by Jim Rohn. Like I said, just was trying to make a quick little motivational video and that you can come back to later. You can rewatch later, whatever time it is, or whatever time zone you're in, daylight, nighttime, wherever it is that you're at. You can come back to this video at some time and just kind of just get a little bit of oomph, you know, whatever it is that you're going through, and get a little bit of motivation and oomph for your day or your night or whatever. But quote number 2, I'll go over it again. The challenge of leadership is to be strong, but not rude. Be kind, but not weak. Be bold, but not a bully. Be thoughtful, but not lazy. Be humble, but not timid. Be proud, but not arrogant. Have humor, but without folly. But when I say this is absolutely like hitting me in the gut too. But like I said, when I'm reading this, I'm reading this to myself too as well. But it's something to kind of just ponder on and think about as you go throughout your day and life and business and family and things of that nature. But moving right along to number 3. We must all suffer one of 2 things: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Yeah. I'm going to definitely ponder on that one myself for a moment, because I think the running from the suffering is the actual thing that sometimes keeps us repeating. I know me too as well. It keeps us repeating some of the same things over and over. And that really hits home. We must all suffer one of 2 things though. And this is a very enlightening point, because you either have the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. So in essence, you're going to go through pain, but at least through the pain of discipline, it's actually progressing you and making you a better person. But of course, we already know the pain of regret. Like that's just terrible. Like that's the pain that really haunts a lot of us, that actually keeps us repeating the same cycles. But the pain of discipline actually puts you in position to discipline yourself and positioning you to have a better life. And then actually that really is the alleviation to the pain of regret. And you won't have as many regrets because you're going through that discipline stage to discipline your life, your mind. My gosh, like our minds especially, because our bodies and our lives follow our minds. So let's always start with disciplining our minds. And I might do another podcast on that actually. That just gave me an idea as I'm reading this, honestly. But moving right along to number 4, like I'm trying to not be so long-winded tonight, because you know I can get started sometimes and keep on going. But moving right along to number 4, days are expensive. When you spend a day, you have one less day to spend. So make sure you spend each one wisely. That's pretty simple. It's pretty simple but profound. Pretty simple, basic, and a great fundamental type of principle to really think on. Once again, days are expensive, and when you spend a day, you have one less day to spend. So make sure you spend each one wisely. So spend your days wisely. Spend your time wisely. Be careful who you spend your time with, who you listen to, what you're spending your time on. Just be wise with your time, folks. That's really the most important thing than anything. It's even more important than money. Even though we concentrate a lot about entrepreneurship here, and we talk a lot about entrepreneurship, starting businesses, helping people with businesses, helping you get your business off the ground. But at the end of the day, your time is way more valuable. And I always tell people all the time, I really appreciate you spending your time with me too as well for a few minutes, because I know we all have things that we could be doing besides listening to a little of me. But number 5, discipline is the bridge. Once again, at discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And it's something, again, to really remember the importance of discipline. And then number 6, if you are not willing to risk the unusual, you will have to settle for the ordinary. Man. Yeah, that definitely is it home too. So moving right along, number 7. Like I said, I'm gonna try to wind this on up, folks. I know you gotta get to bed, or maybe on your way to work in the morning, whenever that you run across this video, because I will be actually reloading it too as well. So don't worry. Number 7, motivation is what gets you started, but habit is what keeps you going. And that's something I really want to hit on, because we do a lot of motivation here. I love motivating people. I love encouraging people. I love sharing that energy with folks. But you have to build habits to put in the work and actually get this thing going. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, you have to put in the work. You have to have good habits to keep things going. You can have all the motivation in the world, all of the want in the world, but without good habits, without good discipline, without actually putting in the work, all of that stuff is just in the air. And you won't see the actual dreams come to fruition. So think about that. Going over that again. Number 7. Motivation is what gets you started, but habit is what keeps you going. And that's something for all of us to remember. Number 8. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines. Practice it every day. And that's something to remember too as well. It's still going back to, having discipline in your life, having a couple of things, a few principles that you stick to, and practicing those disciplines, those habits every day, and still really sticking with it. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is not rocket science, but it's not that deep really. It's just a matter of practicing it and really implementing it into our lives, and honestly being real, encouraging each other and inspiring each other to do it, because none of us on here are perfect. We all screw up here and there. That's part of the journey. But I think if we encourage each other more instead of always concentrating on the problems, and I think we'll do a lot better. Like, I went over this recently in a podcast. You can scroll back through the page actually. It was a podcast titled "Are We Addicted to Anxiety?" And that was something I was going over about how sometimes we just focus so much on the negative to get us that chemical rush, and we just programmed to be that way. But in essence, you can change all of that up by us encouraging each other and inspiring each other. And we do have to hold each other accountable, but it's the way we word things, the way we talk to each other, it's the way we urge each other and pump each other up to keep going and really push each other to actually do some of the things that we already know that we should be doing, but we just maybe have been procrastinating on or whatever. So let's encourage each other, folks. Reach out to somebody and just tell them that they can do it. I mean, it could be something that simple. Just it could be a simple text. Hey, I was thinking about you today, and I just wanted you to know that whatever you're going through, it will pass, and you can overcome it. You'd be amazed how a little text like that can actually send somebody into a rush of just really feeling like they can actually do it. So moving right along to number 9, as we have to wind this on up. Let me see what else is there. Yeah, that's about it. So number 9, don't join an easy crowd, because you won't grow. Go where the expectations and the demands to perform are high. And when I say that's something to definitely know and really have in our minds, because we tend to go around and stay around those that don't challenge us. I know I do too sometimes. We tend to be around those that we are always smarter. I'm trying to think if it was Warren Buffett. I'm not sure which. It might have been Warren Buffett, but he said if you're always the smartest one in the room, you might need to start getting into other rooms. If you're around people that you're always the one that's the smartest one around, you might need to start seeking out other people to help challenge you, to help grow you, to have a different perspective. And I'm not saying being around a bunch of knuckleheads, but I'm just saying being around people that actually help your mind become more enlightened. But enlightened in a way that doesn't send you over the edge too, because everybody's claiming enlightenment nowadays. You know how that goes. Everybody's a genius at everything now. But just being around other people, that just helps you grow. Because honestly, that can be draining too when you're always around the same crowd where you're always the smartest one. I'm sure a lot of us deal with that. I'm sure a lot of us know what crowd that is. And it's not saying that anybody's better. It's not saying that you're better than them or anything. It's just a matter of getting into different soil, planting your seeds in different soil, so that way you get a more fertile harvest out of it. You get a more growth out of yourself. So that number 9 is pretty important. I'm going to go over that again. Don't join an easy crowd, because you won't grow. Go where the expectations and the demands to perform are high. And that's a pretty good one too as well. So ending with number 10. Man, this is an interesting one in itself. Learn how to be happy with what you have while you pursue all that you want. Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying earlier, as I read this stuff to you guys, as I research stuff, as I'm learning stuff from the experts, from people that are doing well and way ahead of me, as I learn from them and it's shared with me and I'm sharing it with you, I'm learning this stuff too, and I'm actually reinforcing this to myself too as well. So you have to bear with me sometimes when I read over certain things at certain moments. I have to really just be myself in the context of some of this stuff honestly hits me in the mouth. Like, because that one actually is one that I've been dealing with myself while going for dreams and goals and aspirations and helping others and all this stuff. I have all of these actually there's a goal right around the corner actually that I'm pursuing, and I'm actually about to hit maybe within another year or so, and a few other goals, a few other things that I'm trying to accomplish step by step. But this learning how to be happy now with what you have now is very important, because I'm learning that I have to embrace the right now. Because I had found myself getting so caught up in waiting on all of that to happen in the future, and then I'll be. And sometimes we get caught up in our heads with that type of thinking, that mindset, and that perspective. Well, you know, it could be something as simple as, well, I'll wait till I get an extra $100 or extra $1,000. Some of us say, well, I'll wait when I become a millionaire. Like, I hear this all the time at one of my businesses too, in my shop, my friend's shop, where a lot of my clients get to talking about, man, if I had some money, if I had this type of money, if I had money like that, I would such and such. And I understand, believe me, I get it. If you had $10 million, you might fund the Boys Girls Club, I don't know, or something. I get it. But before you get to that $10 million, you might not even ever get to the $10 million. What are you doing now? Like, that's what I'm challenging myself on, and all of us should challenge ourselves on, is what are we doing now? And I'm not saying you have to get out there in front of everybody and speak and do all of these big things. I'm just saying learning, like it says here, learning to be happy with what you have now. And then also helping others from where you are right now, while you pursue those goals and those ventures and those dreams and things of that nature. And you're still chipping away at those goals for the future. But in essence, during this time frame, until you get there, you're still actually enjoying the now. Man, I'm telling you, like, you really can get to the point where you don't even enjoy your family, you don't even enjoy your life, and you're still kind of straight. Like, you got a cooler job or whatever, a business, transportation, food, clothing, maybe a beautiful wife, beautiful husband, beautiful kids, whatever it is. a few extra dollars to go to the movies, just whatever it is, you can still start enjoying now. And I think we get so caught up in I can't wait until I'm able to make this type of money, then I'll enjoy my life. And the crazy thing is, it might take another 5 years till you reach there. Like, I know with the stuff we're doing here, like, let me just be transparent. The stuff we're doing here, even with the folks with the H.Bush One store, the online store, there's some other things they can have going on. Well, there's some goals that they're definitely trying to accomplish. There's some goals I'm definitely trying to accomplish. But until then, until those goals are accomplished, it might literally take another... I know that next year one of the goals will be accomplished, but it might take 5 years for the whole entire quote-unquote like picture to be coming to fruition, basically. But those 5 years have to pass by anyway, so what's the point of being depressed about it? Like, anytime, for my entrepreneur friends out there, anytime we get on these businesses and we're starting online businesses, or we're starting whatever it is business, it could be a gym trainer, it could be a real estate, whatever it is that you're doing, it could be a cooking business, whatever. Know that it's going to take some time. One of my businesses literally, let me see how long, it's probably been about 20 years, literally. And thank God it's been successful. By the grace of God, it's been successful. Many of you that know me personally know what that business is. The thing is putting in that work and being okay with the time that it takes until you get to the next stages that you want to get to. But at the end of the day, enjoy your freaking life now. Because if you don't, and it takes you 5 years until your business takes off, those are going to be some of the most miserable 5 years of your life. I'm telling you from experience. There was a time frame I went through that exact same thing. And I lost a lot of things. I lost a lot of people, loving people that I loved in my life, because of concentrating on the, well, I'll do this when I get to here, financial and stuff like that or whatever. But life has to go on now, folks. And you still have an okay life. You can go and daggone buy a mountain bike for under $100 at a Walmart or something, and have a ball with that mountain bike. Something that simple. Finding something you're interested in and enjoy it, and do it now. But the point of it is, like I said, number 10, learn how to be happy with what you have. But also, while you are pursuing all that you want to. It's not saying give up on the dream. It's not saying stop going for it. It's just a matter of enjoying the now. Enjoying your family now. Enjoying yourself now. Shoot. Some of us don't enjoy ourselves. But that's about it for tonight, folks. I hope this has touched somebody. I know this is darn sure touched me. And I'm going to go ahead and do a quick recap for those that may have jumped on late. We went over some quotes by Jim Rohn. 10 unforgettable quotes by Jim Rohn. A quick recap. Number 1, don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish you less problems, wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenge, wish for more wisdom. Number 2, the challenge of leadership is to be strong, but not rude. Be kind, but not weak. Be bold, but not a bully. Be thoughtful, but not lazy. Be humble, but not timid. Be proud, but not arrogant. Have humor, but without folly. And number 3, we must all suffer one of two things: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Then number 4, days are expensive. When you spend a day, you have one less day to spend. So make sure you spend each one wisely. Number 5, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Number 6, if you are not willing to risk the unusual, you will have to settle for the ordinary. And number 7, motivation is what gets you started, but habit is what keeps you going. And number 8, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Number 9, don't join an easy crowd. You won't grow. Go where the expectations and demands to perform are high. And number 10, learn how to be happy with what you have now while you pursue all that you want. And I really, folks, I really hope this has touched somebody out there. I really hope that somebody's inspired from this. Somebody takes some action from this. Somebody maybe just regroup for a minute. Maybe just press the reset button. Maybe just, I don't know, maybe even think about something, or take that action on that thing that you've been procrastinating on. So I hope this touched somebody, folks, and I really appreciate your time. If you enjoyed this, let me know. Inbox me. If you have any questions, inbox me. But I want to get some feedback, too, as well on some of these videos. Like I said, I'm really more of a podcast type of guy. And I do those fun videos. I know some of y'all may see them. Like when I'm out and about and traveling, I love those. I love doing those. And I love showing you guys like different sceneries and like wherever I'm at. I love doing that stuff. But let me know what you think too about these type of setups and things of that nature. And let me know if you're touched by it, if you're inspired by it. And also if you have any ideas and things you'd like for me to share with others. Maybe you have a business you'd like for me to share with others too as well. Let me know. I'm definitely not in competition with anybody. I love sharing ideas and your businesses with other people as well. If you have any links you'd like for me to share with others, just send it on my inbox or post it on my page or whatever. And I will definitely reshare it with others, and I'll tell other people about it. And I'll actually be doing some interviews too pretty soon with some folks. There'll be some phone interviews coming up and some video interviews too as well. So be on the lookout for that. Let's see what else. Do not forget to download a copy of the Entrepreneur Mindset. For my friends out there that are wanting to know about entrepreneurship and wanting to maybe think about getting into something else that supplements your job, or just get your mind to thinking about possibly doing something. And the thing is creating a business model around the very thing that you enjoy doing naturally. That's really the key. Finding something that you enjoy doing in life, your God-given purpose in life, you have a passion for in life, then building a business model around it, being able to support yourself, make an income off of it, support your family off of it. Then it's as if you're enjoying life and getting paid for it, because you're doing things you would do for free anyway, but you're actually making an income from it. So it doesn't even always feel like a job or feel like work even. So download a free copy of the Entrepreneur Mindset. You can either go to IamTiredOfWorking.com. I'll put the link in the video. Or you can just go to the YOBIS1.com store. And that download is there too as well. There's also a great video course on how to use Facebook for business, how to use Instagram, how to use social media for business, and build your own brand too. There's some video courses there too as well you might want to check out for a lot of the savvy people too that's been already into business. These are like supplemental type of programs that help you build whatever business you're already in. It's kind of like a coachable type of content. I was talking to Kimmy about that the other day, about creating coachable content that coaches people through the challenges that they have in their businesses and things of that nature. So definitely check it out, the YOBIS One store. But make sure you, like I said, you can just start off with the Entrepreneur Mindset, and let me know what you think of that. Give me your feedback, and we just kind of go from there, folks. But thanks for your time. Like I say, time is more valuable than money. We used to hear a lot of that growing up, but now I'm really understanding that. So I really appreciate you paying me your time. And I mean, you could be doing anything else. So I really just appreciate that more than anything. And go back and review the video. And go back and view some other videos there too as well. And like I said, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Don't hesitate to inbox me. Don't hesitate to reach out. And I'll be reaching out to some of you, some of my entrepreneur friends that we already talk with. Keep up the good work. I love you guys. You ladies, you men, you going for it, folks. Keep going for it. Keep going for your dreams. And keep helping others. And keep caring. I noticed that too. A lot of you actually care. So know that you're going to be successful in all lanes. Not just money, but in everything. In life, and purpose, and family, and everything. Because you actually care. And that matters. And money just becomes the byproduct. Keep caring for folks. Keep helping folks. Keep going for your dreams. Because I always tell people, if you don't go for your dreams in life, somebody is going to hire you to help them build their dreams. So take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, wherever it is that you're at. And reach out and help others along the way. Take care, folks. Thanks for your time. Holla.